The greatest of all time, Jon Jones, is coming back this weekend to make his heavyweight debut, but we're not going to be talking about that today, and I know you guys probably want to hear my thoughts on it, hear my predictions breakdown, but I promise you tomorrow we will be talking about the fight. Specifically, I will be talking about Jon Jones, so tune in 10 a.m. tomorrow, and you will see what I'm talking about. Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you guys aren't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're going to be talking about Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler already having beef, and in my opinion, Michael Chandler showing signs of breaking down already, and at the second half of the video, we have some breaking news talking about the Cyril Gane Jon Jones replacement, who will be the backup if any of these fighters are injured, miss weight, which is most likely not going to happen, or have a weird positive drug test the week of the fight, which none of these fighters have had a problem with that before. But we're going to be talking about all this and more. Like I said, hit the subscribe button, Q&A on Thursday, so you guys can ask me everything about UFC 285, everything personal, anything you guys want to know, leave in the comment section below. And don't worry, I'm coming through with evidence. This isn't clickbait. I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I think Michael Chandler is breaking down. Alright, so for those of you guys that don't know, Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor, obviously they've been kind of going back and forth sort of, but so far in a respectful way. I voiced my concerns about Michael Chandler being the coach opposite of Conor McGregor because I thought Michael Chandler would be too respectful, and I thought Conor would be respectful towards Michael Chandler. And yes, I assume that there's going to be some trash talk, and I will say I have some overall concerns just based off what Dana White is saying in his press conference.
It'll be interesting to see with Chandler and Conor. You know, I think that there's a level of respect between those two.
Like, that's not what we want to see. We want to see beef. We want to see drama. We want to see the face-offs. We want to see those moments like, I can't let you get too close.
No. Well, no. Please stop. I can't let you get close.
But it looks like there might be some hope for us. You see, after only 1 week of filming Tough, Michael Chandler decided to post some of his thoughts on the first week and how it might be a little tough for him. No pun intended. Michael Chandler first tweeted, "At the end of the week, I admit I haven't made perfect choices every step of the way. But one thing is certain, they know I am in their corner and I would move heaven and earth to put them in the best position possible to be the best version of themselves on fight night." Although it does kind of seem like he is more alluding to the students, I think the emotional roller coaster part kind of does apply to Conor. This is a really big moment for Michael Chandler, and look, Conor might not be in there trash talking, but Michael Chandler isn't an idiot. This is definitely the biggest spot he's ever been in his career, and don't get me wrong, the guy has headlined events. The guy has been in that spotlight before, but this is a little different. This Ultimate Fighter season is, I'm sure, going to be the most viewed out of all of them possibly, and Michael Chandler knows this. This is going to be on ESPN, leading to a massive fight. It seems like the moment might be getting to Michael Chandler, in my opinion, but that wasn't all. Michael Chandler decided to post a picture of him and Conor in the octagon. Chandler says, "Go ahead, you walk out of the octagon first. The illusion of dominance is right where I want you to be." Kind of alluding to maybe Conor trying to play some mind games with him. Kind of saying to Conor, hey, you know, you might think you're the dominant one and you're the guy in the best position, but I know what's really up. I know I'm that guy to beat you. I guess we're using who stays in the octagon as a measure to who's the more alpha guy. But either way, this is just all mind games from Michael Chandler. And now I want to talk about the Oscar Willis interview. Now, Conor was very complimentary of Michael Chandler in this interview.
I like Michael. I had a good little buzz with him yesterday. I've no issues with him at all. I think he's a good fighter.
But there was a part where Conor got a little serious. Then he got a little serious, talking about his confidence going into this Michael Chandler match.
I think I'm just going to slice through him. I think I'm a little too slicey for him than anyone else he's fought. A little too snappy and whippy. And I think I'll slice through him.
And I gotta say, I'm not at all trying to say that the old Conor is coming back, but this response resembled a lot of the old Conor responses because the confidence coming from Conor McGregor, I mean, I'm convinced that at least Conor thinks that he's going to win. I think Conor thinks this is going to be easy. I think Conor will win as well. I could also imagine Michael Chandler being upset with Conor McGregor's recent antics because Michael Chandler is extremely professional. If you guys don't know, Conor McGregor posted on his Instagram a video of him clearly drunk outside the Tough House, leaving, looking like he was partying, looking like he was drinking some of that proper 12.
To be outside the fighter's house, yeah. Wait tomorrow morning. Wake up tomorrow morning, you're looking for that. And then there I am, click, clack. The mic's back on the attack,
and this is something that's worrying me from Conor. You know, I did talk about a lot of positive things about Conor getting into Michael Chandler's head, being confident, but this is one of those things that really concern me. You can't give up alcohol for just 8 weeks of filming The Ultimate Fighter when Conor McGregor himself is saying he wants to get back into training and having quote-unquote full immersion.
Be fully immersed. To be immersed in the game, in the business, in the company. and to be around these young, hungry fighters that are coming up. You know what I mean? Put myself right in the mix.
Then drinking alcohol is not the way to do it. I would have preferred Conor to be a little more serious. I also just think it's extremely unprofessional to be drinking with the people that you're supposed to be coaching. But maybe that adds a little more legitimacy to that rumor that Conor has a few of his handpicked guys on his team. I have a video on that separately if you guys want to go check it out. But that's so far everything we know. And look, to be honest, if this was in May, I wouldn't make a big deal about this. But this is only the first week. 1 week has passed. Like, all the stuff that I'm using is within the first week. And I think we have something like 8 weeks to go or something like that. So I can imagine that this is going to start taking a toll on Michael Chandler. But let me know what you think about the whole tough situation. I'm super excited for this season. Like I said, I want to do something with this tough season. I don't know if I'm going to react to it on the channel. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we got to do something special because this thing is going to be crazy. All right, but we're going to be moving on. Like I said, this Saturday, big fight. Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane. We're going to be talking about Jon Jones, Ciryl Gane throughout the rest of the week. Trust me, there will not be a shortage of footage for UFC 285. I'm super excited for this fight week. If you guys have been a fan of the channel, you guys will have known for basically the beginning of this, I've been talking about Jon Jones going to heavyweight because this has been my most anticipated fight and obviously was in the making for over 10 years. But like I said, we're not going to be talking about Gane or Jones. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about this mystery backup opponent. Now, I think a lot of people would have guessed who it is. There was only so many options, and I think we all agree that this guy deserves it. His last performance was absolutely amazing. Of course, we're talking about Chris Barnett. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you guys know I'm kidding. We're talking about Sergey Pavlovich. Sergey Pavlovich is a guy that I have been talking about for a while, and this guy, a lot of people are describing as the Russian Ngannou because this guy hits hard. I mean, he beat Taito Ivasa at his own game, at his own swang and bang game, and he just has this freakish power. His only loss is to Alistair Overeem, and other than that, basically all of his wins are by knockout. So other than his 3 decision wins, every single one of his fights have ended in the first round. And we talked about this yesterday when talking about Jake Paul. When a guy has so much power, it kind of negates skill at a certain point, right? That's the problem with Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones. I think a lot of people would agree that Francis Ngannou is probably a worse fighter than Jon Jones. Skill for skill, I think a lot of people would have agreed with that. I don't think anybody could disagree. But the X factor there is the power, because we know Ngannou with one shot could just put your lights out. And Sergey is that type of guy. I don't know if he has exactly that much power as Ngannou does. The UFC will definitely market it that way. But in all honesty, we have seen him not really knock out guys at the highest level yet. Like we saw Derek Lewis, it was kind of a bad stoppage. Taito Ivasa, it wasn't like he was out cold. Definitely was hurt, but you know what I'm trying to say. Ngannou is a guy that puts dudes lights out. And one of the things about Sergey to me that's even better is he's more technical than Ngannou. He's a guy that throws a lot of feints. He's a very good boxer. We've seen a few of Ngannou performances where, well, I think you know what I'm trying to say. But to be honest, I still can't believe Jon Jones is going to fight. I will believe it when I see it. So honestly, it's probably good that they have a backup. Like literally, it was so funny. The whole week of the Tommy Fury fight, I literally did not believe it. Even the day of the fight, I thought something was going wrong. I kept looking at Twitter, just constantly refreshing, thinking he wasn't going to be in it. And it's going to be the same exact way for Jon Jones. I will believe it when I see this man walking to the octagon. Like I will have doubts the morning of the fight. Something always seems to be wrong with Jon Jones, and we've seen crazier stuff. So we're going to see what happens. I'm excited for the Gane Jones matchup. I hope that matchup goes down. Let's hope that there's no drama. But Sergey is scheduled to fight Curtis Blades, and I'm going to be talking about that as we get closer to the fight. My thought early on, I think I have Curtis Blades by an early finish, I think, but we're going to see. I'm surprised that Curtis Blades wasn't the backup, honestly. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for this fight? Who isn't excited for this fight? What the hell am I even talking about? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Q&A. Please support the channel. Watch the other video. Share, subscribe, like, comment for the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next one.